What I've done at Dolly Varden is I've surrounded myself with a great team, and that team has delivered a lot of success, a lot of shareholder value. There's someone in the room today, I won't point him out, but again, these are all stories. And the Dolly story is a story of David versus Goliath. And there's a gentleman in the room today that back in 2016 kept this company independent. There was a hostile takeover attempt from a corporate at a very low valuation at a time where the gold price was $1,000 coming off the bottom. I don't know exactly where silver was. Peter probably knows where it was better than I do. 16, 15? And he kept it independent, and the company is much larger, stronger today. So I'm really proud to be here. I will be making some forward-looking statements. So look, there are great mining districts all over the world, but this is the richest and biggest on planet Earth. If I drew a circle around KSM Brucejack, that's Seabridge Newmont, that is the richest 20 kilometers on planet Earth. The numbers here are 10 times other districts. 1.2 billion ounces of silver, 155 million ounces of gold. These are big numbers. And what strikes me about the numbers is apart from, I don't know, maybe a decade ago, there was no infrastructure here. The roads just came in. The power was just brought to Brucejack in 2017. So this is a new area, but the rocks are big. These are Jurassic Age. This is the Hazelton Formation. Eskay Creek, 160 million ounces of silver at 2,200 grams per ton. So what I'm on the hunt for at Dolly is I'm on the hunt for an Eskay, a Premier, a Brucejack. And when we find it, we've got Newmont and others already there. Now we'll zoom into the sub-basin of the Golden Triangle. It's about 25 kilometers south of Stewart. Before we do that, I really think for pre-revenue companies, it's all about the people. I went to my friend, Rob McLeod, who's a third-generation miner from Stewart. I asked him 5 years ago, Rob, do you think there is a possibility to extend mineralization at this project? And he said yes. And because he is somebody who has taken soil samples in the Yukon, made discoveries, Rob single-handedly started the Klondike Gold Rush 2.0 in 2009 with the discovery that Underworld made that was subsequently taken over by Kinross. Next to Rob, you've got Michael Henriksen. For 10 years, Michael was with Newmont, a structural geologist that was looking for projects that could be tier 1 assets. When I asked Michael to be on the board, when I asked him to head up my technical committee, he thought that the rocks here and the deposits here were big enough to become tier 1 assets. We've got Jim Sabala, the former CFO of Coeur and Hecla. I won't go through the whole list, but it's the right skills and experience matrix of lawyers, accountants, financial experts, bankers, engineers, geologists. It's the right team. A year ago, I presented at VRIC. A year ago, Dolly was 75 cents a share. It's $1 as of Friday's close. A year ago, the company had 10 million in cash. We have 32 today. And a year ago, the market cap was $200 million. It's 317. Now, this has been a tough environment. It's been an environment where if I threw some numbers at you, you wouldn't believe them. There was 30 cents on the dollar, a third of the money raised in 2023 than there was in 2013, and 2013 was not a good year in this sector. Gold fell $200 in one day that year. So we've been in a tough tape, but when you've got all these companies to choose from, thousands of them, companies that are listed on the ASX, companies that are listed on the TSX, on NYSE, in a tough tape, this company has not done a down round financing. And every year I come back here, the share price is higher. There's more money in the bank. There's more ounces in the ground. There's more institutional shareholders. We've got Hecla as a 12% shareholder, Eric Sprott at 10%, institutions including Fidelity for 52%. We have research coverage from Raymond James, Haywood, and Research Capital. I won't go into why silver. I think Peter did a great job at that. It's important for you to understand the strategy. The strategy is I lived through, participated, and profited from the best mining market of the last 100 years, which was in 2010. The business model here, we don't need to rush out. We've got a great project. We can be disciplined. We do big drill programs, 2023, 50,000 meters. This year, 32,000 meters. But we'll pick our spots. We always play from a position of strength, and that's why we haven't done a down round, and it's why we've always got treasury. But ultimately, what we're trying to do is identify high-grade, safe jurisdiction ounces that will be mined. This slide here, a lot of people say in our industry, metallurgy is binary. You can either liberate the metal from the rock or you can't. Community relations, this is a binary fact. You're either wanted or you're not. And our Nisga'a partners, they bring certainty to the project. We're one of the largest employers of Nisga'a Nation, and they've got an 85% unemployed population. So they want this project more than I do, more than our shareholders do, and they're doing everything they can to support us. This was the richest silver mine in the British Empire, Canada's third largest producer. We've got great infrastructure. In addition to Hecla being a shareholder, they're surrounding our land package. I just want to make a note, there was a company here that presented yesterday, Goliath Resources. They've done an incredible job building up a discovery on our western border. The reason I point them out is it shows the prospectivity of the area, and it shows the value creation with the drill bit. If anyone is unfamiliar with the Lassonde curve, I implore you to go home and Google it. The greatest value creation happens during the exploration phase, and that's why, despite having a big project, the largest undeveloped precious metals project in Western Canada, I'm not wrapping economics around it yet. And the reason for that, I'm focusing the dollars we have on making it bigger. And what I want to focus on here is we've got a geologist, and I would say if you're looking for the greatest catalyst we had, it was when Amanda Bennett drilled below the sediment cap, something no other geologist had done, and she made a big discovery. And I think she's on to the next 50 million ounce silver deposit on our property. We've got one that's about 1.5 kilometers away at Torbrit. But this is a project, and the differentiator, I've looked at about 100 silver projects all around the globe, and this is the only one where I'm seeing 15 to 20 meter wide, 300 to 400 gram consistently. And you're gonna see some elevated grades there, but on average, 300 grams per ton, 15 to 20 meters wide, it goes to surface. So look, we've got, in addition to the silver, we've got a lot of silver and gold. We've got some big numbers here, 50 meters of 9 grams of gold, 25 meters of 46 grams. I have 24 drill holes that are imminently pending from this deposit, Homestake Silver. So look, it was a very successful year at Dolly Varden. We've got a lot of results to continue to put out from the 2024 program. But most importantly, look, we've demonstrated over 5 years that regardless of what the market's giving us, we've raised $122 million. We've done it in a way with strategic shareholders. We've put 150,000 meters of drilling in the ground. 88% of our funds go into the ground. We've delivered value to our shareholders. And the last thing I'll leave you with, look, there's 11 silver producers. There's only 5 companies that are plus $200 million market cap. We're in 3 indexes. Those 11 companies will look to the 5 to grow. My goal is to make Dolly Varden a top 10 silver name either by being acquired by one or building it into one. Thank you.